So, die richtige Entscheidung ist, wait a second here.
We don't have time to wait. If we don't do this now, the cops will come back. What are you trying to say?
We're missing something.
Something we don't know. What don't we know?
Wo ist die da? Ich glaube, er ist bei... Ist gerade bei mir abgeschnitten im Chat. Er ist bei Golden, also... What don't we know? Whether he'll kill again, whether revenge is right, Namatama's true feelings, whether he can be tried. Ich glaube das. Namatama's true feelings.
But we just heard the guy's true feelings on TV!
Ja, aber nicht, was er eigentlich meint.
What didn't you understand?
Something's bothering me.
Well, what is it? I already told you there's no time to waste. Are you even getting at something here, or are you just stalling?
We're missing something.
Missing? Like what exactly? Damn it, I've heard enough of this bullshit. Give me a straight answer. Are we doing this or not? That's all I give a damn about right now.
Calm the hell down. Ich habe gerade keine Ahnung, was ich sagen muss. Ich sage einfach mal, was mir so einfällt. You yelled at everyone to calm down.
He's right. Let's all calm down for a second.
I'm perfectly calm.
Hey, what did you mean by we're missing something?
What's there to miss with a sick bastard like him?
Hey, let's all take a deep breath. After what happened to Nanako-chan and seeing Dojima-san, we're not thinking straight right now.
Could be.
Fine.
Everyone took a deep breath. It seems that everyone has finally regained their composure.
You're right. We should calm down and think rationally about this.
So, keine Ahnung, ob ich jetzt noch auf der Kamera zu sehen bin.
I realize now that we've heard almost nothing from Namatame's perspective. There's no denying that this man brought great harm to Nanako-chan. But other than that point, the rest comes from our assumptions based on watching the Midnight Channel a moment ago. I won't deny that we were blinded by the heat of the moment, trying to impute all responsibility to him rashly.
But... yeah, the guy's not saying anything. Whatever reason he had, there's no doubt about the fact that he'd been throwing people inside the TV. It was him who put Senpai through that misery. How can we possibly understand someone who says killing people is the same as saving them?
Failing to understand and failing to listen are rather different things.
How profound.
Truthfully, not all the hitches that were nagging at me have been answered yet. We'll have to see what he can tell us about them, though it appears he's in no condition to do so at the moment.
True. Dealing with him right now might not solve all the things that are bothering us. Damn it. But you better remember this. I'll do everything I can to stop him from repeating what he's done. Anytime, anywhere, anything.
Let's just think for now.
Jeez, how the hell can you stay so calm, man? Then again, that's why you're our leader. All right, let's go ahead and think this through as much as we need.
If we leave any unanswered questions behind, we'll just be lying to ourselves. Yeah, that ain't gonna cut it. All right, I'm convinced.
Thank you. I'll think as hard as I can and try to help.
We all know how you feel, Yosuke. Come on, we've accomplished this much together, haven't we? Right, together.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry. And thanks.
The case has taken a sharp turn and the investigation team is now one step closer to the truth. It seems that you will go on with your friends to solve another mystery. Ooh, Max. Genuine bond. Well, they both to create Loki. The investigation team has reached its maximum level. Master the investigation team social link. Reach the maximum. Was denn jetzt noch? Was? Was ist denn das jetzt? Hallo? Thou art I, and I am thou. Thou hast established a new bond. Brings thee closer to the truth. Thou shalt be blessed when creating persona of the Judgment Arcana. You have established the Seekers of Truth social link of the Judgment Arcana. You may earn an XP bonus when fusing your... Okay.
Hey, you guys? What are you doing? You can't be in here.
Nothing.
Oh, crap!
We were keeping an eye on the suspect. The police officers outside seem to have their hands full helping Dojima-san.
Puh, schnell mitgedacht.
If Namatame were to escape, it would be a disaster for the police's reputation. And their trust in you, Adachi-san.
Oh, I see. We'll tighten security from now on, and I'll arrange for him to be transported out as soon as possible. So, if you guys can keep quiet about being in here, I'd really appreciate it.
No problem.
How is he, Doctor? He seemed to be extremely agitated a moment ago.
He seems fine for now, but he really needs his rest.
Well, fine ist ja nicht, was ich hier unbedingt zu sagen würde, okay.
Outside, everyone. Doctor's orders.
Understood.
We should go too. Let's get back to Nanako-chan's room. So what's this thing we're missing, huh?
To tell the truth, there's something that's bothering me too. Why did he start killing people in the first place?
Well, he said himself it was to save them, right? So he killed his lover in order to save her and kept going?
The police speculated the first murder was related to the affair, so they called in Namatame for questioning. But everything in his testimony and his bearing, no matter what they looked at, they found nothing suspicious. If he truly is twisted enough to believe that murder is a means of saving people, I think that would have shown through.
Maybe he faked it real well. Or maybe he started out with a normal motive and got a taste for killing after the first time.
No, if that were the case, his motive for killing that announcer would be even more inexplicable. Namatame and his wife were separated at the time. Both Misuzu Hiragi and himself testified that she had discarded him. Hiragi also knew about Yamano beforehand, and Namatame was shocked to hear of Yamano's death. Their relationship was known and was not strained to the point of murder. There's simply no motive in the affair angle. The police invested a great deal of effort into investigating this point. Therefore, we have no convincing motive for Namatame to kill Mayumi Yamano, although her name was written in Namatame's own diary.
His reason for killing her.
It's still possible that he was crazy to begin with and no one realized, right?
I don't really get any of this.
Oh, this is so confusing!
Hey, we could hear you in there. This is a hospital. Maybe you should quiet down a
Wollte auch
little.
gerade sagen, müsst ihr da so rumbrüllen? Kanji ist Conan too.
Oh, there you are, all of you. Please come with me immediately.
Ist Dojima jetzt auch noch tot?
What's going on?
What are you waiting for? Hurry, go!
Where am I? Is this Teddy's world? This doesn't quite feel like it, though. I remember being at the hospital. That's right, Nana-chan. I couldn't do anything. Why do I even exist? I couldn't keep my promise. I lost my reason to be there.
Stimmt, der steht ja mitten auf der Straße.
That's it. I remember now. So, it was true. Guys, Sensei, what should I do?
What do you remember now?
Oh, there they are. Nanako-chan came around.
Huh? What did you just say?
Nanako-chan's alive!
Are you serious?
It's very rare to be resuscitated after one's heart and lungs fail, but it does happen. But until I know why she collapsed in the first place, I can't say for sure how well she'll recover from here on.
Oh, yeah.
Still, Nanako-chan's a fighter, and she's trying desperately to stay alive.
So this isn't a joke? You're actually telling the truth?
Nanako-chan.
Oh my god.
This is amazing!
Das passiert beim Bad Ending ja nicht. Da ist sie denn echt tot.
Miracles do happen. I'm so glad.
I didn't know what I was gonna do.
Come on. Stop crying, you two.
You all should go home for the night. I'll speak with Dojima-san tomorrow about Nanako-chan's treatment. It's rather chilly outside. If it starts snowing, be careful not to catch a cold.
Wait a second, where's Teddy?
Was macht der Doktor da eigentlich gerade? Doktor, was wird das?
I noticed he didn't come with us when we went to Namatame's room.
You're right. That's weird. I figured he wouldn't move from Nanako-chan's side.
Teddy, where did you go?
Oh yeah, he has a cell with him. Wait, I shouldn't use mine inside the hospital. I'll try calling him up once we're outside.
Okay.
Couldn't save. I couldn't save. Why? Mayumi. And that girl, too. I couldn't save them.
Huh? What's the matter? Feeling guilty all of a sudden? Sheesh.
Nicht einschlafen. Was eine Nacht.
I can't reach him. Did that stupid bear forget to charge the battery?
We took a quick look around the hospital, but there's no sign of him. I wonder where he went.
Oh, it's snow.
Hey, you're right. Wow, it's been a while since I last saw real snow.
Geringe Anforderungen, ja. Vielleicht schicken die auch einfach nur alle, die schlechte Noten haben, dahin.
It doesn't look that pretty though because of this fog.
I guess this makes it the first snow of the year. It's freezing. Let's go home. Hey, Yosuke, if you find Teddy, don't forget to contact us, all right?
I know. Let's meet up at the special headquarters tomorrow. Man, that Ted. I hope he just went back home by himself. He's probably fine. But I'll hurry home just in case. Well, see you tomorrow.
See you. Back in Namatame's room, Was it really right to stop everyone from what they were about to do? Komm jetzt nicht damit an, wir haben gesehen, was dann passiert. For now, you have no way of knowing. Oh, but I do. You remember that your cell phone has been off this entire time since you were at the hospital. There's something new in your inbox. Hey, I heard some stuff about what's been going on. I know this is tough for you, but you'd better take care of yourself too. Your cousin's going to be worried about you instead when she gets better. Also, worried about you instead when she gets better, right? Stupid. You checked all your messages. They're from your friends in town. Das ist doch schön. You remember that you have friends who are there to help and encourage each other. The case is still mired in an impenetrable fog, but you must continue forth towards the truth. You should go home before you catch a cold. You open the fridge, looks the same as ever inside. Let's plant a vegetable. Will Nanako be alright? Then there's what happened in Namatame's hospital ward. The snow that started to fall and the fog that won't disappear. What lies ahead from here on? Genau, fängt an zu schneien, erstmal schnell Tomaten säen. You feel very tired. You should hurry and get some rest for today. Ja, oder gab's noch irgendwas, was ich hätte machen können? Ich glaube, rausgehen kann ich eh nicht. Huch. This. Sieht ein bisschen aus, als hätte Igor so ein kleines Ausrufezeichen über dem Kopf und wir fangen gleich einen Social Link mit ihm an.
Welcome.
Welcome.
It's been quite some time.
It has. It seems you have been summoned to the Velvet Room.
Do not be alarmed. You are fast asleep in the real world. I have summoned you within your dreams.
It's kind of alarming too, though.
Now then, your journey has taken you quite a distance thus far. Do you believe you'll be able to successfully solve this mystery?
I can solve it.
Splendid! The precise destination of this vehicle, that too is getting rather hard to judge. If we continue driving blindly, we may end up leading you further away from the mystery that you must reach.
You have started a weird old dude social link.
Well, why don't we take a moment to look back on your journey?
Okay.
It was for that purpose that I summoned you here tonight.
All right.
Margaret?
Voices you've heard many times before echo in your mind.
You're the only one who didn't pay attention to the rumors flying around about me. You saw me as I am.
What's right? What you should choose to do in life? The answers to those things lie within you.
We are experiencing the words engraved into your memory during your journey.
Failing to understand and failing to listen are rather different things.
All right, let's go ahead and think this through as much as we need.
If we leave any unanswered questions behind, we'll just be lying to ourselves.
I'll think as hard as I can and try to help.
Okay.
Come on. We've accomplished this much together, haven't we?
Right. Together.
And it seems you have comrades with you as well. Those heading in the same direction through this dense fog.
It seems that the car has stopped moving.
We'll be parked for the moment while I confirm our current heading.
As I mentioned previously, This year will signal a great change in your life. Though there isn't much time left, it can be worth your while to take the time to stop and reflect.
People are like water flowing in a river. There is only one stream, but all who pass through it are affected differently. Some travel fast. Some change their course, experiencing countless events as they travel down the river of time.
Just so. The state of this room reflects the scenery of your heart. Perhaps this may be a time for contemplation rather than action.
You can hear something in the distance. Ding dong. Ach, es hat jemand wahrscheinlich an der Tür geklingelt und ich wache auf. Ich dachte schon, seit wann hat eine Limousine denn eine Türklingel? It seems that you have been sleeping until now. You hear the doorbell ringing. Someone seems to be at the door. Ja, ist ja gut. Komm ja schon. Oh.
Teddy's missing.
Ja, das war doch seit gestern schon klar. Achso, nee, gestern sind wir noch davon ausgegangen, dass er vielleicht einfach bei Joske ist.
I looked all over the neighborhood, but I couldn't find him anywhere.
Was will denn die Kripo jetzt von uns? I'm worried.
Yeah, me too. He was acting all weird lately. Rise and the others are checking inside the TV to see if he's gone back to the other side. We're meeting pretty soon, so will you come with me to Jeunesse?
Where could Teddy have gone? In any case, you decide to go look for him.
It's no use, man. We can't find him.
No luck for me either. I didn't sense anything over there. The fog's so dense it might be affecting my readings. I wish I could do better. I'm sorry.
Ted. Don't tell me he really went back to his world this time. We told him over and over that he could stay here.
You recall the mysterious dream you had last night. This may be a time for contemplation rather than action. That is what Igor said, but... Well, contemplation would be, let's think about this, wouldn't it?
I guess that's all we can do right now. He plays dumb a lot, but he's attached to us deep down. He wouldn't disappear without saying anything, right?
I'm worried for Teddy myself, but let's trust in him and await his return. Right now, we must concentrate on the case. It won't be long before Namatame is transferred to another location. We must hurry, or we will miss our only chance to get his perspective on this.
You know, I've been thinking about the case since, but something just doesn't seem right.
Let's quickly review the facts. Of all the victims, only 2 were killed. Miss Yamano the announcer, and Saki-san. From the documents we found in the car, we know Namatame had some sort of dealings with them. After that, there were multiple attempted murders in which we were targeted. It was only when he took Nanako-chan that we caught him in the act, identifying his modus operandi in the process.
When I hear you put it like that, sounds like the dude's guilty.
As a result of Namatame's arrest, the police admitted that Mitsuo Kubo was a mere copycat killer.
Back up to yesterday. Remember when you said Namatame didn't have a motive to kill the announcer? That's what's bothering me.
Right. Either he's completely nuts, or we're misunderstanding something.
You lost me.
Right at the beginning, probably.
She's trying to say that if Namatame is sane, then there may be facts in the case we don't know about yet.
Sane or insane? Sounds like a play I saw before.
When he talks about saving people, what does that actually mean? I don't think there's any doubt that it includes kidnapping people and throwing them into the TV.
Could he mean saving them through death? He did call himself a savior and said that the other side is a wonderful world.
So they'll be saved if they die? What a bunch of crap! The bastard should have gone and saved himself. What do you think, Senpai?
There's something else.
If you think about it normally, it's gotta be him. But there ain't nothing normal about that world anyways.
There's something I've been wondering about for a while. When we first encountered him, he said, "You're the ones I saved. Don't worry, I'll save this girl too." So, if he saves people by killing them, did he save us too? wouldn't he actually have failed to save us?
You raise a good point. If he thinks that salvation comes only through death, his words to us make no sense. And another thing, the Namatame who appeared on the Midnight Channel said he failed to save Nanako-chan.
Well, maybe he really was trying to save the victims by putting them inside the TV. Come on, don't get all quiet like that. You guys know I just say the first dumb thing that pops into my head.
The possibility that he truly intended to save us.
But he's still the one who threw in Saki-senpai and that announcer, right? Sure, we haven't nailed down his motives, but that doesn't change the fact that he killed them. Or what? You think someone else was involved? What makes you think so?
The possibility of a culprit besides Namatame. Could there be something that proves this possibility? Das vielleicht? Ich bin gerade selber überfragt. Warning Letter könnte er doch eigentlich, könnte auch Namatame geschickt haben. Copycat Murderer hatte jetzt eigentlich wenig damit zu tun. Sein Diary? Ich weiß halt nicht, was genau da drin stand, außer den Namen. Ich hätte halt gesagt, wenn er Alibi für den ersten Mord hat, wie kann es dann sein, dass er ihn nicht begangen, wie kann es dann sein, dass er ihn begangen haben soll? Ich probiere das mal.
Her alibi? Wasn't it airtight right from the beginning? How could she kidnap people and throw them into TVs if she's out of the country?
Das meine ich doch gar nicht. Okay, dann habe ich das jetzt falsch verstanden. Dann nehmen wir mal 1.
But that points straight at Namatame. Come on, man.
Vielleicht bin ich zu blöd, die Frage zu verstehen. Was wollt ihr denn? Warning Letter?
Warning letter? Oh yeah. Whatever happened to that thing?
If Namatame's the killer, he must have been the one who wrote it, right?
Let's review them.
You recall that the first warning letter said, "Don't rescue anymore." And the second one said, "If you don't stop this time, someone close will be put in and killed."
Yes, that's right.
Isn't that kind of odd? Would someone who thinks he's saving people by killing them write stuff like don't rescue or kill?
Yeah, and the will be put in and killed part doesn't make sense either. If the killer was writing it, wouldn't it be more like I'll put in and kill?
Hey, could this mean...
Namatame didn't write it.
Yeah. It's almost like someone else wrote this letter.
Aber wer? Kann man sogar schon drauf kommen.
But only the killer would write such a letter and deliver it to Dojima-san's house, right? If someone else wrote it, that could only mean...
Das war unsere Katze. Deswegen habe ich vorhin gezeigt.
Since this is such an unusual case, I was absolutely convinced that other than the Kubo incident, there was one culprit.
So Namatame really was trying to save his victims?
Everything is exactly the opposite of what it first seemed. In Namatame's parlance, failing would have been the first 2 cases when the victims died. If he had used his method twice and failed both times, he would hardly have continued using the TV. And yet he did. It all seems to suggest that someone else wrote this warning letter while observing the entire case.
Someone else? Then it wasn't Namatame that killed Saki-senpai and the announcer?
We can't say for certain yet. We urgently need to speak with Namatame face to face.
You all work together to take another step toward the truth. The Seekers of Truth social link has reached level 2.
How though? After what happened yesterday, they said they're gonna tighten security.
I have a plan, but there's no time to waste. Let's hurry to the hospital.
Stimmt, vielleicht kann Naoto ja nochmal so die Detektivkarte ausspielen.
Hey, this place is off limits.
I'm a consultant with the police. I'd like a few words with Namatame-san. May I go in?
This is Unit 252, requesting confirmation on an ID. Name of Naoto Shirogane. Ah, understood. I see. Well, you're on the list. I can give you a few minutes, but I'll have to record your conversation with him for security purposes.
Oh nee, echt?
Not that I expect you'll get anything coherent out of the guy. He's been spouting nothing but gibberish.
I'd like him to accompany me as well. He has no identification, but this is an emergency situation, and he's here in Detective Dojima's stead.
Huh? Detective Dojima sent him? I wasn't informed of this.
I'll vouch for his identity.
Well, I guess it's better than dealing with the man himself. We have our hands full with the transport procedures, so the last thing we need is Detective Dojima running wild. Detective Adachi is busy somewhere too. This is Unit 252. Huh? I see.
Has something happened?
There's something about a suspicious object out in the lobby.
Well then,
Glaube,
this
ich habe
works
die
out
Kamera gerade
nicely.
kaputt gemacht.
You should back up your colleagues downstairs. We'll keep watch over Namatame-san. A disturbance in a hospital lobby, after all. It sounds serious.
Moment.
If anything happens, hit the nurse call button. I'll leave the rest to you.
Understood. Please be careful. I knew they were undermanned, but I didn't expect it to go this smoothly.
Wow!
There's nothing much inside that suspicious object. So he won't be gone long.
All right, and now's our chance to talk to Namatame.
Gucken, ob ich sie wieder hinkriege. Kamera. Bitte. Aha. Sie läuft wieder. Jetzt muss ich noch eine Socke drunter legen. Dann hat Milky auch, was sie wollte.
Namatame-san, there's something we'd like to ask you. It's tempting to think that you were the culprit behind this entire case. And to be honest, there are many in this town who hope you are, but we are here to learn the truth. So please, answer our questions.
Huh?
It seems that he understands what you're saying. What should you ask him? Who did you throw in first?
Huh? Me?
Da-da-da. What should you ask him? Did you kill those two girls?
They were killed. I couldn't save them.
What should you ask him? Is saving killing people?
No. If nobody saves them, they'll be killed. That's why I put them in there.
Then tell me if my estimation is correct so far. After discovering the Yamano and Konishi incidents, you realized an appearance on the Midnight Channel meant certain death.
After discovering the Yamano and Konishi incidents, you realized an appearance on the Midnight Channel meant certain death. Achso, weil man Yamano und Konishi jeweils auf dem Midnight Channel gesehen hat und danach waren sie tot. Kann man das natürlich schlussfolgern.
Thus, to save her from that fate, you kidnapped Yukiko Amagi.
Oh. Könnte, ja. Wenn er erst Yamano gesehen hat im Fernsehen auf dem Midnight Channel und dann war sie tot. Dann hat er Saki im Midnight Channel gesehen, dann war sie tot. Dann hat er Yukiko im Midnight Channel gesehen, hat er sich vielleicht gedacht, nicht nochmal, die rette ich.
You couldn't let her be killed, so you threw her into the TV, preventing the killer in this world from reaching her. And you repeated the process as more individuals appeared on the Midnight Channel. It all falls into place. His body is weak, but his mind is sound. He's trying to tell us the truth.
Yeah, but if the stuff he's saying is true...
There's another killer who murdered the first two victims?
Indulge us in a few more questions.
What should you ask him? Who killed the first two?
I have no idea. I want to know that too.
Why the warning letters?
What are you talking about?
Why did you enter the TV?
I didn't know. I never thought it would be that kind of place.
As I thought.
You believe me? Did they find him? Did they find the one who did such cruel things? Mayumi.
Please calm down. Our ability to find the culprit rests on you. We know about the other world. In fact, we're the only ones who can fully understand what you have to say.
Only you?
Only we.
We did blame you for everything at first.
Even threw you in a different timeline.
But now I think we can accept whatever you got to tell us as truth.
Please, tell us everything you can, calmly and slowly.
You're willing to listen? Do my story?
So Kanji can follow.
All right. Soon after my affair with Mayumi became common knowledge, I returned to my parents' home, as if to run away from the scandal. And I started drinking heavily to drown my anxieties. I hadn't been able to reach Mayumi at all, and that didn't help either. Mayumi, where are you? She'd been disgraced on all the afternoon shows, and forced to resign from the program she was on. I caused her so much trouble. I wanted to at least apologize to her, but I couldn't even do that. I lost the will and energy to do anything. Then, one day, the rumor I heard some time ago came back to me. Since I had nothing better to do, I sat down blankly in front of the TV and watched my own reflection. And all of a sudden, there was Mayumi. Mayumi? Is that you? The Mayumi inside the TV looked as if she was calling to me for help. Mayumi? Mayumi! When I reached out unthinkingly to touch her, my arm disappeared into the TV, as if I had dipped it into a pool of water. I was so shocked that I lost my balance and nearly fell face first into the TV. I was so scared. I couldn't understand what just happened. I thought maybe I'd gone insane. In the end, I decided to think of it as just a dream, and I went back to the city the next day after finishing work. The next afternoon when I got to work, I was fired on the spot, as I expected. That wasn't what broke me, though. It was Mayumi being found dead, and not just that, but it had happened in my hometown.
Namatame is casting his eyes downward, painfully.
I was dumbstruck. But later on, I remember the image of Mayumi I'd seen that night. Was it not a dream? Could it really have been an SOS from Mayumi? I hadn't touched another TV because the first time was so terrifying, but I decided to try it again, and I confirmed that none of it was a dream. So that image, was it something Mayumi showed me, calling for help? That's how I felt.
And eventually, you learned of the Midnight Channel.
I remember that when Mayumi was alive, she was chasing a rumor about some bizarre TV program. I'd heard about it before, but I thought it was just an urban legend. But then Mayumi appeared on it, and later turned up dead. The more I thought about it, the harder it became to believe that the two events were unrelated.
Verständlich.
Soon after that, I came back to Inaba to answer the police's questions.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't watch that since you started playing the game yourself. You should probably not be here right now, Justin. I mean, I totally appreciate you joining the stream, but this is the worst time ever to join the stream when you just started playing the game yourself. Almost the worst timing. You could have come a bit later, that would be even worse. But see ya.
I'd lost my job, and I wanted to know the truth of Mayumi's death for myself. Then, on another rainy night, someone else appeared on the Midnight Channel. It was a girl. She looked like she was calling for help, just like Mayumi. The first thing that came into my mind was, maybe this girl will be the next to die.
And that was Saki-senpai.
I'd been following all the news about Mayumi, so I noticed right away that she was the girl who found Mayumi's body. And if my hunch was right, she'd be the next victim. I didn't want her to die the way Mayumi did, so I desperately kept watching. I was consumed with the idea of rescuing her. Then, little by little, her image on the screen came into sharper focus.
It became sharper?
How did you find out it was her?
After I came back, my father couldn't bear to see me in such low spirits and gave me a job with the family business. I met that girl when I delivered a package to the liquor store.
Stimmt, ist dann ja Delivery Man geworden.
After agonizing over it, I decided to meet her and told her to be careful.
Die hat die bestimmt für unseren Creeper gehalten.
On the TV. She looked as if she was being engulfed by some black shape. She was writhing in pain. That's why I warned her. Why won't she pick up the phone? Come on, please! The next day, they found her dead. I knew she was gonna be murdered, but I couldn't save her.
Mir fällt jetzt auf, wie sich die Gardinen da ganz rechts im Bild bewegen. Ist gar nicht mal so schlecht gemacht.
I blame myself, thinking there must have been something I could have done. There was no one who depended on me. Nobody at work, not even my wife. Mayumi was the only one who accepted me for who I was. But she was murdered, and the same person killed another girl. I was beside myself. I couldn't forgive myself for doing nothing.
Vorhin hat man ihn noch so gehasst, jetzt kann er einem plötzlich leid tun.
You really did love Miss Yamano.
Yes, from the bottom of my heart. Before I was married, my wife made it big in show business. I was happy for her, but it put a strain on our relationship.
I think I can kind of relate.
It was around that time when I met Mayumi. She was interviewing our candidate for the next election. She was a big-name announcer, but she only worked with local stations, and her attitude towards work was similar to mine. We both came from Inaba, so she was easy to talk to. I knew it was wrong, but I couldn't help getting intimate with her. She gave meaning to my life. Soon after Saki-san was found dead, yet another girl appeared on TV. That was you.